My name is Grace Nelson, and I am a freshman, and I attend Altamont Community High School.
Grace, you have some pretty historic accomplishments in junior high for track. Tell me a little about that.
We were a team. As a team, we were state champions in the 2019 when we were 7th graders. I medaled in all 4 of my events, which were the 400s, 4x1, long jump, and hurdles. And I was a state champion in long jump and hurdles.
What exactly is your height?
I'm 5'9".
In your freshman debut, first week, you scored 40 points, averaging 36.6 points per game in your first 4 games as a freshman. How do you accomplish that performance?
Well, I wouldn't have been able to do it without teammates and coaches. And then I work very hard to be able to play and start as a freshman for varsity.
What is your workout routine?
Well, every day I like to get in our shop here at our house and play basketball. Even if I don't have very much time, I just like to get some shots up. I always want to do ball handling and shooting and set up the machine and shoot. And then I always like to lift every day.
On no game nights, where else do you shoot or practice your game?
I like to play basketball here at my house. Since I have the shooting machine, I like to set it up, or I go to the private school, ALIS, or I go to our high school, ACHS. My parents are always pushing me to be the best person, student athlete I can be, always pushing me to try my hardest, and my hard work will pay off.
Who is that athlete or person you look up to want to be like?
I have always thought of Shea Littleford as being a great player. I saw her play once, and I've seen videos of her, and after I saw her being close to where I am, I've just always wanted to work hard and get big time offers like her.
So what does it mean to you to start as a freshman?
Well, since I was little, when we began watching the Indians play, I've always dreamed of starting by my freshman year. So I've always worked hard, and then this year when I got to start, I was just excited because it's always been a dream of mine to start as a freshman.
So what was it like this year playing with senior Brooke Runge?
She is a great teammate, and her committed to Parkland. She was just a great role model. I could always look up to her since she has committed, and I want to play college basketball. I could ask her any questions I had, and we just worked together pretty good, passing to each other when each other were open. Whoever had the better percentage of shot that would go in, that's who got the ball.
You were just announced as MVP for the NTC as a freshman. That is incredible. What are your thoughts?
It's a huge honor to even be on an all-conference team, but to be voted MVP, it's a huge honor, and I wouldn't be able to do it without my teammates and coaches always pushing me to be the best person and player that I could be. And within not for sure season, we ended up being a very good team and working really well together. This year I play for Indiana Elite Havoc 16U Gold, so it's a year older than I am right now, so I'm playing up. And our coach is Dan Gates, and he is a very good coach and knows that he is coaching us. And we are playing in some big-time tournaments this year for USJN or NCAA, and we have very elite players on our team.
What part of your game would you like to improve on as you get deeper into your high school career?
I would definitely like to improve my rebounding, because rebounding will lead to my fast break points, and then improve my mid-range and outside shots and hit them more consistently. Yoga was definitely our toughest games this year. We played them 3 times, and they just had some really good players. Sydney Richards inside, she was a very good player and could rebound, so we needed to rebound more. Not having to be able to have fans this year, it was at home games we could have fans, but not as many, no fan section. Altamont always has some fans that show up, and they'll be loud, and this year we didn't have that. It was very quiet, and then at away games we didn't have any fans, so our last game we didn't have any fans, and it's just not as peppy as it would normally be.
What was your points per game as a freshman?
I was 28.7 points per game.
This girl had an amazing number of points for a shortened season. Grace, tell everybody how many points you had as a freshman.
I had 459 points.
So what colleges have been in touch with you as a freshman?
The University of Tennessee at Chattanooga and Parkland College.
Your coach, Katie Lurkins, as a freshman.
She always, even as a freshman, is pushing me to be the very best. And even though I am just a freshman starting varsity, like she'll tell me as an individual, like what I need to do to be better and what I would need to do to like keep excelling as I am now.
So what would be your favorite game as a freshman, and how many points did you score in that game?
It'd be the Windsor Stew Straws game, our very first time we played them, and I had 41 points.
As Brooke Runge leaves, what type of role will you have having to step up and take a big role for the team?
We'll definitely have to fill a big spot. The last 4 years, she's had great seasons, and now her moving on to college, we're going to have a big spot to fill, and the upcoming class will have to step in and play a lot of varsity minutes since we aren't a very big program.
She averaged 36.5 points per game in her first 4 games. She averaged 28.7 points per game as a freshman. Grace, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.